keep it real with y'all at all times. I don't know why I got an attitude. Got a little too defensive just now. I had to check myself. But dang, I was like, first of all, I keeps it 100. All right, so, and I digress. Also, ladies, you are in the privacy of your own home. Please do not suck in. Do not suck in and then your clothes still be too tight. Let that thing out. Be honest with yourself. It's 2021. It's your girl, Karina Worldwide, and I'm coming back to you with another video. So last week, I actually moved to Mexico. So if you're wondering why my background look a little bit different, it's because I'm in my new apartment in Playa del Carmen, which is about 40 minutes from Cancun and 30 minutes from Tulum. So I'm right there in the middle of Cancun and Tulum. So our friends over at Lovely Wholesale hit me up a few days ago and they asked me to do a video, and they were just like, this is urgent. This is very important. We need you to do a video to talk to our customers and talk to your subscribers about size, how to choose the right size. So that's what we're gonna talk about today, because I get so many comments from people who are just like, yeah, it looks good on you, but I got my package and the size was too small, or it didn't fit at all. So what's going on? So today, we're gonna erase all of that, and you are going to learn how to pick your perfect size so that that doesn't happen anymore. I also get, I don't wanna say hate mail, but I also get messages from people who are like, child, you get paid to say this. These reviews ain't real. And if you've looked at any of my reviews, if I don't like something, I don't care where it's from. I'm gonna tell y'all I don't like it. And you'll also know because I won't be wearing it, but I definitely will tell y'all in these videos, oh, I don't like this one. So if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know this, but if you've been rocking with me for a minute now, then you know that I lived in China for 2 years. So I was living in Suzhou, which is like a smaller city, and I moved to Shanghai, which is like the New York of China. But while I was in Shanghai, I was at a dumpling spot doing what, you know, us big girls like to do. I like to eat. And I was approached by people who work with Lovely Wholesale. So they were just like, can you model for us? Can you model for us? And of course, first I was like, no. Because y'all will not have me on a post as the fat black woman or the fat black monk. But I'm so glad I entertained it and I took them up on it because I started modeling with Lovely Wholesale. So if you've looked on the site, you've probably seen my body a time or two. And that's pretty cool. So last year I moved back to the States because of the pandemic. And while I was here, they messaged me and they were just like, can you continue doing hauls, but this time on a consistent basis? That has actually evolved into me being their international marketing director. So people are always like, well, what does that mean for a Chinese clothing company? Like, what do you do? If I were to summarize it, I like to think of it as me improving the experience that international shoppers have when they shop with Lovely Wholesale. So the biggest issue I see when I look at influencers doing try-on hauls for Lovely Wholesale or on, websites is that it didn't fit. It didn't fit. I got my package, I waited 3 to 4 weeks and it just did not fit. I'm going to give you guys 3 steps to ensure that you get the perfect size when you're shopping with Lovely Wholesale or any other Chinese clothing company. So this is not just for Lovely Wholesale, but since I work for Lovely Wholesale, that's what we're gonna base this on today. So 3 steps. Now, let me tell you, please watch the entire video to see the 3 steps. I do not wanna read comments below a week or 2 months from now where people are just like, you lied! I followed your steps and still got the wrong size. And I'm like, okay, did you follow all 3? The first step, it's important, but it's not as important as the second and third step. So please watch the 3 steps for improving your shopping experience with Lovely Wholesale when it comes to sizes, and subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on what's going on in Karina's world. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Let's go. So let's get into step 1. Step 1 is very easy. Forget your US sizes. Or if you're not in the States, whatever sizing chart you grew up using, forget it. Forget it. So people are always on my Instagram and they're just like, wow, I love the way you dress. 95% of the clothes that you see on my social media accounts are from Lovely Wholesale. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and there's C. And then we also have a lot of other pictures, but they all come from Lovely Wholesale because I forgot my US sizes. So Chinese sizes are actually much smaller than US sizes. So I am a size 16 by US standards. But when I shop with Lovely Wholesale or other Chinese clothing companies, I know that I cannot fit a 16, which is an extra large. I get an extra large in China, it's not going to me. It's going to my little cousin who's like a size medium. So forget your sizes. Forget everything you've learned when it comes to your sizes in the States or in the countries that you live in. Let's go to step 2. All right, so step 2 is checking your measurements. Now, remember when I said forget your US sizes in step 1? Well, if you forget your US sizes and you don't have any other sizes to go by, chances are you're still gonna get it wrong. So what you wanna do is you wanna check your measurements. You can get one of these measuring tapes. I got mine from Walmart, super inexpensive, but this little baby right here is gonna save you so much money when you're shopping with these Chinese clothing companies. So of course, the bigger size, that's inch. Turn it over, that's centimeter. You're getting a quick little math lesson included in the video today. You're welcome. And you don't have to be a seamstress. You don't have to be a professional when it comes to checking your measurements. You just want a ballpark. So let's start here. My hair is super long, so bear with me. It doesn't need to be perfect. You know where your breasts are. Go ahead, you know where your breasts are. So right here, check your measurements. And what I do is I leave a little bit of space. Some people be squinching them together, and then that's why their breasts be looking like this in the clothes they purchase. Nope, leave a little bit of space so the boobies can breathe. There you go. So when you have your inches, mine is 42. You can turn it over, and there's your centimeters. So after you get your bust size, write it down. Like, that is also very important. Some people just go by memory, and then when they get there, they're like, oh, what size was I again? You're good. And next is waist. So I'm a 37. Flip it over. That tells you where you are in centimeters, so 94. After you do the bust and the waist, you want to follow up with the hips. I'm going to back it so you guys can see. I am at 51. Flip it over, and there you go. That is very simple. Now, when it comes to clothes like this, bust, waist, hips, that's all you need. But wherever you are in the world, it might be cold. So you might be looking for winter clothes or fall items. Very simple. Make sure you get them arms. Make sure you get the shoulders. There's nothing worse than it fitting here and you being on swole because it's too tight. You don't want that. Check your measurements. Once again, you can get this from Walmart, you can get this online, you can get this from anywhere. Unless you get a high-tech one that shouts out your measurements like Alexa, it's probably gonna cost you less than $5, but it's a very, very good investment. Number 3, compare your measurements to the measurements that are given in the description box. So if you look at the picture of what you're interested in, right below you'll see sizes, small, medium, large, and some items go up to a 5XL. But when you click on those buttons, like let's say you click on a small or medium or a large, they'll have the sizes for you. Now, I did just check and they did change it. So last year, that was one of the situations we talked about, centimeters versus inches. But I just looked and it's in inches. So that's easier for you. You don't have to worry about centimeters. So clap it up for Lovely Wholesale for changing it to improve the international customers' shopping experience. So let's do a quick quiz. What is step 1? All right, step 1, forget your US sizes. Step 2, check your measurements. And step 3, compare those measurements to the measurements listed on the items you're interested in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's what my students in China always say. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But then guess what? After they say that, they get it wrong. I guarantee you, if you follow these three simple steps, you're gonna hit it out the ballpark every time. And you will not be wasting money, you will not be wasting time. You will be where the money resides. That has nothing to do with anything. I just felt like I needed to say that. I don't know. But you want to be where the money reside, right? Yeah. You going to be where the money reside because you saving money and you don't have to keep purchasing these items and losing your money. So, there you go. All right, guys. So, once again, it's Karina Worldwide here in Mexico. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on what's going on in Karina's world. Also, I should have said this earlier on in the video, but this is for the people who watched the entire video. Kudos to you. You made it to the end. And for that, you can use my discount code Karina10 to get 10% off of your total order. So that saves you some money. Now you really can be where the money reside. Where the money reside. Where the money reside. All right, guys. Bye. To stay updated on what's going on in Karina's world, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share. Ciao.